Hi guys, so I'm here with Approaching Troy. So how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. You released your newest EP back in May. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Sure, it's called Dear Sadie. It's pretty much a storyline, without like really being a storyline. It's almost like a letter, written to kind of whoever you want it to be written to. It's got 5 songs on it. If you count Somnium as a song, it's kind of like just an intro, but yeah, I mean it's got a bunch of catchy tunes on it.
Was there a particular reason why you went down the route of sort of a letter?
Um, I think it was kind of just where, as a lyricist, I was at the time. I think there was a bunch of things that I wanted to get off my chest to someone in particular, and I think it kind of was just the right time to do so. So, and
Uh,
what better to do that in a letter?
and you also released in August your latest single. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
This last August,
Yeah,
you're talking about Here's to Ohio?
yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah, it was, yeah, August. Um, it's pretty much a revamped version of an older song that we'd released on a previous EP that we kind of scrapped and like redid. There's a few songs on that last EP that were redone to sound a lot better recording. We didn't really want to put something out that sounded bad, so recording wise, and there's a few things we wanted to fix. So that was that song. Um, it pretty much was like the epitome of like what our newer stuff is gonna sound like. It's a little bit heavier than the original single, and it has a lot more of like a melodic, I guess, overtones to it, which is pretty cool. Which kind of like been like kind of where we're going with the new EP too. So,
And how was the recording and writing process for the EP?
um, it was pretty
Hectic.
Yeah, hectic. I mean, there was a lot of things that were changing and being fixed and remodeled. And I mean, when you're working with a brand new song, there's all these different ideas flowing. But when you have an older song that you're working with, it's kind of a whole different feel because you're trying to keep the feel of what you originally wrote with it, and without like, I guess, with bringing a new feel to it, but not changing where you were when you originally wrote it, you know?
And do you
So,
think working on a song twice, I suppose, helps the end result of it?
oh, absolutely. I mean, you'll never be an artist and think this is absolutely perfect, ever. Even after working on a song 50,000 times, you'll never say, this is perfect, absolutely perfect. There's nothing I would change. Whether it's a single hit or it's, um, I don't know, like a synchronization of a lead guitar and a drum snare or something. There's always something, or I could have sang that a tiny bit better, So I mean, fixing those little things that we wanted to fix really helped us, I guess, to feel a little bit more closure with the songs. So I guess that was, it was almost like a second chance. So, yeah.
And do you have a particular favourite song on the EP and why?
Do you want us to like go down the line because I think we
Yeah, you
all have
can
a different
do.
favorite song. Mine is probably Dear Sadie. It's pretty much exactly what I wanted to get off my chest. Which is why the album was pretty much named that. What about you, Don?
I think I would have to pick. I would have to pick maybe This Victory. I like This Victory a lot. It's very heavy.
Yeah, the thing with this victory is it is heavy and it has those heavy parts to it, but then again, it's also like one of the softest songs on the album. It's like weird.
Well,
it's like it's a good mix.
It's got the breakdown.
Yeah, it's got the breakdown, right?
Dom took my answer. I was gonna say This Victory too.
Were
It's a lot of fun to play. It's like one of those songs the crowd can get into and just like even if they don't know the words, they can just like jump along or like
Yeah.
move around and stuff like that.
Actually, as a matter of fact, I happen to throw the mic when it gets down to that breakdown. I just jump in the crowd 'cause it's just so much fun. I
Um,
look so white in this lighting. It's so funny.
and speaking of shows, you went on your, I suppose, whole American tour back in the summer. How was that?
Oh man, that was great.
It was great, but great wouldn't be the first thing I would say. It was
Interesting.
interesting.
That's a good word. I like that
Everything that can go wrong.
word. Went wrong.
No, you know what? That's not
Could've been
true.
worse.
That's not true because everything that you expect to go wrong doesn't, and then everything that you don't expect to go wrong does.
Yeah, I guess.
So not everything. Everything
not
you planned
not
for,
everything, but
everything you planned for
probably
goes
most things,
great.
I would say.
But then there's pretty much no way you can plan for everything. But we met some amazing people, whether it was bands or fans. It was honestly one of the best experiences of my life. I think I speak for all of us.
Yeah, definitely.
We're missing 2 members right now, but I think I speak for all of us when I say it was one of the best experiences. I've never met so many nice people, willing to hear new things and have a good time.
And can fans see you going further afield to the likes of Europe and the UK?
Right now, no plans, but we definitely have goals to do so within the next few years. Yeah.
Okay. And do you have any plans to release any more new music anytime soon?
That's one of those questions I can't really get too in depth with, but yeah, absolutely. We have posted a few times that we are working on a new EP. It's not quite done yet. There's still a lot of things we got to fix and go back and re-edit or reimagine, and it's some parts still need to be made, but it's pretty much in the recording process right now. Writing is done pretty much, so we probably expect it somewhere to like early mid next year, 2016. So it's not too far away.
And what can fans expect from that?
Something darker, a little bit darker, a little bit heavier, more in your face, fast paced. We kind of, I don't want to say let go, but we kind of hung on to some of the ballads we were writing for maybe future release, and we kind of focused more on our darker, heavier songs on this album. We can say it's definitely going to be a 6-song EP. That we can absolutely say. We have some ideas for names, and that's not official yet. So, can't really say the name of it, but because we don't know.
Do you have any particular, I suppose, influences or people who have influenced the new release?
I think we kind of let go of those people that influenced last EP on last EP. But definitely a lot of influences coming into this one, a lot of different influences. Some of the heavier influences obviously came into play, as well as, keeping it very melodic at the same time. I wouldn't really have a role if that we didn't, so,
And where do you hope and realistically see yourselves in 5 to 10 years' time?
Oh man, that's a long time. I think we're working day to day right now. But, like you said, we definitely want to be doing some European tours, some Asia tours, everywhere, honestly. We definitely want to be, or I guess we should say, we'll definitely be making a career out of this. Stay positive, stay, ready. Because I think we're going to be releasing some really cool stuff within the next year. We have a lot of stuff written, or a few years, actually.
So why do you think people should check out your band?
It's like a mixture of everything.
I wouldn't say everything.
Well,
but
a mixture of most things that people
Reggae
can get into.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's a lot of bands out there that are doing the whole, I guess, like heavy metal and post-hardcore thing, and we're kind of taking a lot of genres and pop and mixing it with the post-hardcore feel and kind of changing, I guess, the sound of what you would expect a post-hardcore band to sound like. We're really bringing in a lot of different influences that a lot of artists these days don't mix. I feel like a lot of bands in our genre tend to stick to what they know and what they like. And, I mean, as a singer, I like anything from Justin Bieber's new album to, like, Pierce the Veil to, like, Chiodos and, like, I don't know, anything really.
It's like the toughest question when someone asks me, like, what type of music it is. And
Right.
it's like it's not just one specific thing. It's
Right.
like a combination of a few things.
Well, I mean, if you look at last album, it's you you have songs like "Here's to Ohio" and "Dear Sadie" that are very driven, and then the next song is like a ballad. You know, and that doesn't really happen too much anymore, I feel like. So.
And other than working on your new release, what does the rest of this year and early next year hold for you?
This year is going to be a lot of preparing for next year. We have a lot of exciting things coming up next year. We're going to be doing a lot of tri-state, a lot of East Coast touring, starting in January. Pretty much going to do like a weekend warrior pretty much every other weekend, which is going to be great. Hitting up those states that really showed us a lot of love. You know, and hopefully developing more of a feel there too. You know, not necessarily leaving our home state of New York, but, you know, kind of spreading out the love a little bit.
And finally, describe the band in 3 words.
Oh, man.
3 words.
Handsome. No. How would you describe the band in 3 words? Does it have to be a sentence of 3 words, or can I just use 3 random words, like
It
word,
could be
dot,
whatever
word,
you'd
dot?
like.
Okay. I think I'm going to stick with handsome.
Handsome?
Handsome.
Yeah, Handsom's a
Very
good one.
handsome crew. I guess
Energetic.
energetic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. Our live shows are fun, at least for us. I'm not very in the crowds, so I don't know. And fun. I guess we're just a fun band. We like to have fun. Playing music is fun. That's why we do it. It's our passion, and you know we'll be here for a while. So.
Well, thank you so much, guys, and I hope you have
Thank
a
you
great
so
rest
much,
of your
Chloe.
day.
Thank you.